Hello everybody, my name is Bright Rose and welcome back to Minecraft here on the Relaxcraft server. If you don't recognize this thing behind me, I reckon you should go and check out the first video. There'll be a link down in the description and probably one appearing up there somewhere. So do go and check out that video so you can understand exactly why we have all these hermit heads on the walls and exactly why they are where they have been positioned. But otherwise, we are today going to do the community version. Since I posted the video, a lot of people commented and made various remarks as to why the hermits should be in different positions from where they are here. So, by popular demand, we're going to address this, and we are going to remove the hermits from... Well, basically, everyone thinks the hermit should be higher up. So, we're going to do that, and we have a brand new shiny board over here. So let's go take a look at it. So, we have this brand new board, located just next to the old one. We have the Impulse tier, the True PG Hermit tier, the Hardly Ever Only on Stream tier, the Like a Sailor tier, the Gem tier, which honestly we thought was going to have to be the highest one, but we now have the Four Letter Gods tier with fire effects. So, let's get down to it. Let's take, starting with Impulse, all of the hermits and position them where people think they should actually be. Now, I'm going to make something of a concession because everyone thought the Impulse should be up somewhere in the yellow or the orange tier. But I am going to put Impulse in the Impulse tier. As much as I wanted to carry on the joke of Impulse being, below his own tier, I couldn't really carry on with that with the overwhelming numbers of people that said that he should be a lot higher up. So we're sticking him in the Impulse tier. And next we have a Mr. Joe of the Hills, the Juppet himself. Now, a lot of people said that Joe should be in this kind of area. So we're gonna stick him in the True PG level with the addendum that potentially he could go up a little bit, but damn it, Joe is just so wholesome. He's in the True PG tier. Next, we have the ones that really didn't change. We have False, we have Grian, we have Hypno, we have Mumbo, and we have Zed. Now, all of these delightful human beings are remaining in this tier. There are some who definitely deserve to be here more. False and Zedaf being the most ones. These three are a little suspect. They have been known to swear. They have previously been sweared, but now they are champions of the True PG Hermit tier. So, moving on to Hardly Ever. And in the first of things, you may notice the Canadian Devil himself is no longer there because by popular demand, Etho is moving up to the Hardly Ever tier because of the various innuendos and things like that that Etho makes. Then we are pretty much keeping it kind of the same. We're going to have B-Dubs. Where is he? There he is. We're going to have Cub. We are going to have Jevin and Tango and XB. They are all very much in the Hardly Ever tier. Now, there was a case that Mumbo especially should be moved up into this tier. And if we could hammer stand his head to be halfway between, but no, we're just gonna keep him lower right now. If someone makes a case and I have to make a third one of these videos, then Mumbo might go up. But for that, you're going to have to bring receipts. We're going to have links. We're going to have clips. We're going to have to see the evidence of the reason why the hermits should be higher. So, if you want to do that, by all means, drop them in the comments below, and we will review that for a future video. Next, we are moving on to the Like a Sailor tier, and in a surprise to everyone, the first person to go up there is going to be Mr. Shashwambaum, Exizuma Void, Shashwemi himself up in the Like a Sailor tier. I haven't seen the video, but apparently Skiz brought the receipts, so I'm willing to trust you guys at this point. And we're gonna put X right up there. Then, well, we have Scar. We all know. Pearl, again, we all know. Mr. Ren of the Diggity Dog, and finally, the Vintage Beef himself, all rounding off the Like a Sailor tier. And this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky placing these. I might have to break out the scaffolding for the gem tier, because that is what we are doing next. Now, you may notice Doc has disappeared. That is because he is going higher, but not yet, because we have Gem, we have Skiz, we have the smallish beans, and we have Wells. They are occupying the next tier, and I'm actually going to break out the scaffolding for this, so up we go. Gem, first and foremost, in the Gem tier, followed by Skiz, then Joel, and then Wells Knight. And finally, in the Four Letter Gods tier, we have Doc, Corrales, and Zombie Cleo. These three, out of all the others, are the ones that, if stated, should be right at the top. So there they are. Rounding off, at least we kind of have everyone on the tier list. We don't have anyone floating below at the moment, but that is where we currently stand. And if you were wondering where, we here on the Relaxcraft server end up, we are pretty much solidly in these top 3 rows right here, with potentially the Dutch lady being a little bit higher than that. Honestly, do not anger the Dutch lady. But this is the current standing, and I think this is a much more pleasing lineup in terms of how it looks compared to the big block that we have over here. But again, if you disagree, if you think one of these Hermits should be somewhere else, do let us know. But we, of course, have one final Hermit to place. The true Hermit himself. TFC. Always. Always the true Hermit. There we go. See you again, everyone.